together in 2023. Is it right, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I would like to basically welcome you once again and happy to have you in the session, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Dr. Anand, for nice introduction and giving me an opportunity to speak in this conference. Good afternoon, all participants. Dear participants, in my talk, I will speak on marketing and a modern higher education in India. So marketing, as we all are familiar with, marketing is the sum of activities involved in directing the flow of goods and services from producers to consumers. And sustainability is of prime importance in this process. For this, we need to meet the demands of the consumers without compromising with the quality of the product and reasonable benefit. For that, marketing takes place. When we come to the modern higher education sector of India, not only higher education but primary education also, then we remind of minutes of Lord Macaulay. In 1835, Lord Macaulay brought the modern education system in India, which made students compete against each other to prove them better. It also made them a part of a rat race without actually learning skills and life lessons. So rather than imparting a balanced holistic education, the modern system is focused on commercialization of education. We are following one strict curriculum for all students, irrespective of their personalities, life perspectives, and career paths. And as a result, in the modern Indian education system, education and science and technology continue to be highly copied. We are copying Western universities and American universities, but we have to produce our own. That's the need of the time. One of the major Macaulay's arguments to introduce English education in India was promoting knowledge of the Western sciences among the inhabitants of the British territories, as India was one of them. However, what followed was a class not of physicists, chemists, and mathematicians, but a sect of ridiculous apes who took to European classical learning, British history, and writing in the English language. They fell headlong for the baseless Western values and manners. Instead of imbibing Faraday and Newton, they crammed the Bible and Milton with religious texts. Several of them embraced Christianity or sailed to the West, particularly to England, turning their backs to their own people. Macaulay's project is a successful design for the complete enslavement of the subject's mind. It means you are slaves to Macaulay's minutes of education. Traditionally speaking, education in India was never the domain of the rulers. The king neither framed any educational policy. He did not instruct the rishis or kul gurus to form a particular kind of syllabus, teaching agencies, devices, as we see today in modern India. Gurukuls were generally located in the forest, and the students' mind fresh and alive. Those areas were largely self-supporting, but today they are called the no man's land in the modern day terminology. What those days students earned, what students learned, that students are not learning in AC rooms today. Gurus did not seek any kind of patronage from the rulers those days, except for random security from other kings. Means when there might be problem with other kings, so that time only they expected patronage from the rulers for support and sometimes occasional financial grant, which was generally in the form of some plot of cultivable land. Even during the Mughal rule, it was the case. Means the same thing was followed. The Western educational activities in India, in the form of educational institutions, under the control of the Christian missionaries, started with the consolidation of the Portuguese rule. The process continued even during the British rule, though at times there was also a confrontation between Christian missionaries and the East Indian Company officials. For example, the British Company government imposed a ban on the activities of Srirampur mission in Calcutta of that time. So the latter had to found their Baptist missionary society at a Danish settlement at another place. This conflict was there because the missionaries wanted to preach through education, while the British were deceptively trying to keep a secular faith for increasing their acceptability among the masses in society. They wanted to rule for more than 200 years, so they failed. They went back. So they decepted us. They were deceptive in their way of dealing with the people of India, those days. For the British government, their acceptability to the masses was more important than educating the people. Despite several efforts in the form of various education commissions, change that it has like Americanization. Earlier it was British, and now we are finding Americanization of Indian education system. It means we are copying. We are not making our own path. So there is influence of the USA in various spheres of life. While education, especially higher education in India, was Anglo-centric earlier, as a result of new political and economic order, it is Anglo-American centric now. So Macaulay believed in slavery of the spirit. Macaulay, when he wrote the Minute, he believed in slavery of the spirit. He wanted to make a slave. Our spirit should be slave, so that we have not to argue. And that is still we find in our education system. All this happened due to lack of marketing. We were unable to market our own Gurukul system. We stopped marketing our own education system and believed in copying others. So we failed in the past. Now the time has come to market Indian education in the whole world. India new education policy 2020, as everyone knows about it in India. So it can play an important role in it. As already we have the modern education of India imparting at different levels: primary education, secondary education, senior education, senior secondary, and then they get bachelor degree, master degree, and then at the end doctoral degree. A few of them want to get DLIT or DAC like that. Their number is very less really. So there are various cases in which we find the students, even after passing so many examinations from primary education to PhD, they are not able to write a letter correctly in English language. And English is international language, we can't avoid it. And the language is, this English language is not of British and Americans only. This is of India, and therefore we have Indian English. There are many Indian authors. Their books are prescribed in different universities in America and in different countries of Europe. So we have our own identity, that is Indian English. So what we see in my own, only 20 years of my teaching career, I have seen many of them. So they don't know difference between CV or resume. Their CV is British, resume means American English. And they don't know how to write it. In ancient India, there was a single Gurukul and a single Guru. And that Guru used to teach many lessons to students, as cooking, cow rearing, archery, many more things. So many things. Only one teacher taught. Today, we are many teachers appointed to teach the same students. And then also what we see our students, it is clearly visible. So we can take example of Pandavas. All 5 brothers were exposed in 5 different weapons, besides traditional knowledge imparted by their teacher. So instead of producing unemployable youths, educational institutions needed to produce skilled youths who would feel proud of their educational institutions and teachers. What are required for this? They should be identified within due course of time for sustainability of educational institutions. Because when a college or university is unable to produce a skilled workforce as demanded by today's market, then that college or university will not survive for long. On 21st December 2021, India Today published an article written by Mohit Sharma. The title of the article was "Our 550 engineering colleges affiliated with AICTE shut shop in last 6 years." So what word Mohit Sharma used? Shop, SHOP. It means engineering colleges were targeted, and they were given term shops. So how shop? What is the meaning of shop? Just marketing only. But there is need of social work also. When we are teachers, when we are students, we have to do something for society also. When we think only for earning money, and then those colleges will not survive for long. So what were the reasons that were asserted by the then chairman of AICT, Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe? He said that two things resulted in the decline in seats or the reduction in number of colleges. Firstly, there was a boom which resulted in new engineering colleges and other colleges, which resulted in several of them functioning well, less takers and more vacant seats. It means seats were more, students were less, and therefore those colleges were not able to generate funds through students only, and therefore they stopped running. Another article was published in the Times of India on 28th July 2020. Its title was 179 professional colleges shut down. Again, the similar reasons were found, though all of them were private colleges, not government colleges. At the same time, we found old private colleges running smoothly. There are several private colleges, medical colleges, engineering colleges, management colleges. They were running smoothly. Today also they are running, but some of them are shutting. What is the reason? So there are several reasons that we have to find, we have to identify. If we want our own private colleges to run smoothly and survive properly, so this is to be studied, and measures need to be taken for sustainability, as it depends on many factors, in which marketing plays a very crucial role, along with quality education. When a college will not provide quality education, if employment rate is very less of that college, then of course parents will not send their students to such college. So there are many things that are to be kept in mind, and only the chairman, the director, or other stakeholders will not do anything. Stakeholders with students are also stakeholders, teachers are also stakeholders. All together have to work for single goal, with sustainability and quality education. Yes, one of the major reasons of downfall of private colleges in India is that education has become profit-making platform only. Yes, when this is not in society, then again people discuss about it, and they don't want to. They identify such colleges and university also. Some private universities are there. I know some of them, that they are made only for profit making. Yeah. They are not able to produce employable youth. So there is a question mark on them. So again, these two articles that I discussed, one was published in Times of India and one in India Today. These articles are enough to surprise us that at the same time, new IITs, new IIMs, and new central universities started flourishing in India. All of them are running well, though when we come to ranking of these institutions, new institutions particularly, and yes, of course old institutions, then there is a problem. I'm not talking about international ranking, I'm talking about ranking by Indian agency, by Indian government. Where are we standing? That we have to introspect. being teachers and students. For this, we need internationalization of Indian educational institutions. The time has come. The time, as previous speaker was saying, so many good things I heard from him. So I will not repeat those things. I will just add to them that we need to internationalize our own Indian educational institutions. How to attract foreign students? Very big question. Because government has reduced grants. So colleges and universities to generate their funds through some other sources. And one of them is by attracting foreign students. We need to identify the sources besides attracting foreign students and move further with full enthusiasm and integrity. Integrity is of paramount importance in education sector. We should be loyal to our education, our institution, but many times, particularly in private institutions, sometimes students are not happy, teachers are not happy. So together we have to achieve a single goal, quality education. So this is teamwork. Only one teacher can't do everything. Only one director or vice chancellor can't do everything. So integrity and enthusiasm and togetherness. So these are needed. There are some central universities, state universities, technical institutions in India that attract foreign students. But the number of such institutions is very less compared to the institutions of the USA, the UK, Canada, Australia, and some other European countries. If the similar facilities are made available in India, in our educational institutions, with reasonable tuition fees, then foreign students can enroll in Indian institutions in a great number. And then we will not be in trouble financially, particularly. And our international ranking will grow. We can come under 200 and then under 100, and then we can imagine about top 10. So again, international ranking is a problem. So we have to work, and then we can get good ranking. And it is the ranking everywhere, in employment also. That when we have studied from top 100 institutions of the world, then we are given priority, particularly in central universities, IITs, these all. So this is of paramount importance. We have to identify where we are lacking, where we need improvement. Agents have also to do this. Agents have to give feedback to their teachers that where improvement is needed in teaching, in infrastructure, in resources. So many things are together. They are to be identified. So introspection is needed at the level of individual teacher, student, institution, as well as the government, state government, and central government. It has always been observed that when the list of top 100 institutions is published by the international ranking agencies, politics enters in it. And we discuss that there is a conspiracy behind it. That why only Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore is there. That's also not in top 100. So we think about politics. Here introspection is needed. What our students need. Do we give them everything that top institutions of the world give them? Of course, a big no. But when we assess our institutions, compare in many areas, we are good. I will not take example of so many CEOs of MNC that are already known. But everyone can't become CEO. And where they have studied, and we come to know that they have studied at IIT. Why not other institutions are going parallel to IIT? This we have to think. As students as well as teachers have to think about it. What is the condition of our laboratory? What is the condition of research? When I'm talking about research, as already I'm editor of 2 journals that I'm editing since is for 15 years. So here, international journals come to my mind. How many Indian journals are indexed to a Scopus in the Web of Science? We all know, particularly teachers and research scholars, they know about it. When we compare American and European journals with that of Indian, indexed to a Scopus and Web of Science, then we are far, far behind. When we compare the population of India, as previous speaker was talking, and we became first now, we surpassed Pakistan, China now. So when we compare the population of India with those countries, European countries, in America, and the number of institutions and quality journals that they produce, and what we produce, again, we lack. We are far behind in this also. So again, there is need of introspection. So all the regions needed to be identified, and each of them should be addressed in order to come on the top 100. And then we can attract foreign students. As we know about Nalanda University, Vikramshila University, and Takshila University. I remember somewhere I studied about Nalanda University, that when a student wanted to get admission to any program, any course in Nalanda University, that time, then the guard took interview first before the student had to go to the teacher. So guard wanted, means inquired, he wanted to know about that student. And when the student succeeded in that, when he qualified in that, then only the student was sent for interview taken by teachers. What is today? So this is a question of introspection. Now there are some recommendations that in my brief talk I would like to discuss. Besides regular student-centered programs, again student-centered, we have to see our courses, our program that we are running in our colleges and universities. Do they meet the demand of present time in all the students or not? Do we use student-centered approaches or not? So when the regular student-centered programs are offered in the educational institutions, in service training to the teachers is also required. We see FIP, as Dr. Anand spoke about, faculty induction program. When a teacher joins a college or university as assistant professor, so there is a rule in India by UGC that first of all he or she has to do faculty induction program of 1 month. So many things are taught together. For example, if one is from management side, then he has not to study only management courses. He has to study, he or she has to study so many things together for all round development of their own as well as of their college or university and their students, of course. And after that, when one wants to apply for associate professor and professor, then they have to do means that is about the refresher course. Refresher courses are needed. They are there. But what about evaluation? Does evaluation take place there? As already I was DP director, so I have my own personal experience. Teachers don't want to be evaluated. Students don't want to be evaluated. They need only certification, only certificate. And that is called degree mill. And therefore, before 10 or 12 years, I read an article published in international newspaper, degree mill under quotation mark. So degree mill was there. Are they employed? The students are employable or not? So at all levels, we have to respect, and then we can produce employable youth. So programs, some is offered to students as well as for the means all these programs, all these short-term courses should be advertised on popular social media platforms. As we see, European universities are doing successfully because online presence is today of paramount importance. We are not going to every college, every institutions, or within India, but short programs they offer, what training courses they offer, that we can see on the website and so other platforms, social media platforms. So Indian colleges and universities also needed to do this. Online presence of the institutions is compulsory today. But here, online presence does not mean only website or a particular college or university, but the description of all the future activities and target participants. Written here, so that if somebody, if he or she is willing to enroll for a particular course or in it, to be propagated. Summer courses and winter courses. Don't see about summer course and winter course run by any institution. New courses of parenting, as when new parents are there, then they can teach their babies. Yeah. So for that, parenting is there. There is a course. There are so many other courses. So parenting is very important. Employability skills are very important. This course can be started. Soft skills courses should be started. Even after graduating from some good college or university. Why our students are unable to speak properly with foreign students? Why they fail in group discussion? Why they fail in interviews? So soft skills training should be imparted. So new courses, these are the new courses that I would like to recommend. Life skills are needed. I only marks. Parents ask marks, that what marks you got in this paper and in that paper. But when life skills are there, which life skills are taught to the students. And when there is parent-teacher meeting also, that is not general. And then we will see the reduced rate of suicide, as every time we hear that a friend committed suicide after seeing the result. In also we heard. So what happens? Because lack of skills, how we have to live in our society successfully, happily. So life skills are needed to be taught to our students these days. And already actually parenting is very necessary. So there will not be pressure on the students. Pressure should be a certain level. The level should not be crossed. If it crosses, that results in suicide. Then another course is there for students, personality development. So this should be there, implemented for students separately. Value education. What is the value of education? So many times we see in our classrooms that students don't know etiquette, how to talk to the students, how their friends, they don't know. So value education is needed in it. And this is very important because only subject knowledge will not give each and everything. So these courses, again I am repeating, parenting, employability skills, soft skills, life skills, personality development, value education. These can be offered as short-time course, particularly as summer course or winter course like that, or online course also. There are already many online courses available. They are free of charge. but still more can be made available for target groups. And at the end, one thing I would like to emphasize here in this very brief talk, that marketing of your own skills that we have, we should know how to market ourselves. If already students are graduated, they should believe in their own skills and how to market those skills so that they will get better salary package. And in materialistic age, we use the term package. So marketing of your own skills that you have imbibed, this is of paramount importance to get employment and better salary. So how to market your own knowledge and skills is to be learned by today's youth, and educational institution right to teach these all things. So marketing is very important of your skills and knowledge. And again, online platform is of great help in the form of video. If we want to know what skills we have, we will make a video of, and if we put that somewhere on Facebook or on LinkedIn or any other, if we have 5-10 skills that we have, and if we put the videos of those skills on social media, then the employers can identify us, and then employment can be done. There are so many things the teacher has to teach in the classroom, and the students have to learn through other sources also. One thing, a leader of a college or university should have vision. Vision means event-centered teaching. What students need, that should be there. And what facilities are available for students, that should be marketed online so that our target students should know about this, and then we can attract many students, not only from India only, but from outside of India also. So marketing is of paramount importance, but before marketing, what we need, that we should get, and we should market these things, and then our educational institution can rise, and then in newspaper or in magazine, we will not hear that particular college shut, it closed. What are the reasons that are to be studied, and then measures should be checked, measures should be taken. So thank you, Dr. Anand, for inviting me. And I thank all the organizers, committee members, and the participants together. I think that again, I also did not disappoint any of the participants. Yeah. So thank you.
I think since long I am basically trying to reach you, but it was unable. But today, that was the day that I got an opportunity that listened a lot from your side, and this was insightful in such. Once again, I said I would like to say the one thing that which you have mentioned with the experience, the education, and the environment which you have already lived. The way you imparting the knowledge to us as well as analyze the system was simply insightful to think about. So, sir, I'm very much thankful to you. I have lots of gratitude to you that you have made your presence in the session of basically the international conferences. And what to say, sir? I think your experience is so much extensive. I cannot even think to buy about your expense, and that's all from my side. Thank you so much. I think we have time to basically for the next scholars or the guests. So, sir, we will basically be in touch, and thank you so much.
So, yeah, you're always welcome. All participants are welcome. Yeah, good. Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
We are blessed, in fact. We are blessed, sir, and especially we will be in touch, sir. Thank you so much, sir. You have given an insightful thought. Thank you.